Moses had a graduation ceremony in the wilderness. And I think the rector was God himself. The witnesses were the sheep, right there in the bush. Sometimes good things happen and no one is aware of it. Way away from anybody. And God does a miracle that converts the history of the world. As God is conducting this graduation service, he conducts it in the light. You know, there are 2, 3, 4, 5 types of light. There is light that is light because there is light. But then there's light that is light because it is light. God does not need to walk around with a torch and etc. to shine. It is his presence that causes darkness to run away. When God introduces Moses to his mission, he does not introduce him in the dark. He introduces him in the light. Almost reminding Moses that the presence of God in his life, and this will be the same fire that was going to burn in Moses' heart as he was going to be ministering and leading the Israelites from bondage to freedom. The message that we find inside the burning bush, it's a simple message. Let my people go. There are people out there who are trapped in life, trapped in habits, trapped in bondage and in slavery. I don't know what it is that presses you down. I don't know what it is that holds you back. You know where you must be, but look at where you are. People are in need of freedom. It is this freedom that actually echoes throughout the entire pages of the Bible. Let my people go. Unfortunately, churches have made us into slaves. Let my people go. I know employers have made us into employees. Let my people go. I've known wives have made husbands, umuntu wami, my person. Let my people go. It is this freedom that God announces to the people who are bound and finding themselves trapped into the slavery and the mills of making bricks with grass. Rigorous processes. But let me share something with you. When people are in pain, God is aware of it. When people are in tears, God is aware of it. And for 400 years, God had watched his people going through trouble. And the message inside the flames is, let my people go. Now you know, when this fire burns, it only supposed to burn the bush. No, it is supposed to burn the chains of oppression. It's supposed to burn the chains of slavery. It's supposed to burn the circumstances and reduce everything to ashes. Here is a people who must be purified by fire. Here is a people who needs to go through the flames themselves, and they must be presented as pure gold, holy and righteous, wholly presented before God with exceedingly great joy. Inside the flames, God speaks with a message, let my people go. Today, I want to share with you also, God has a similar message for you. You must be set free from the things that bind you. And you want to hear Moses' response? Let my people go. Moses then says, if they should ask me, who has sent me? What am I going to say to them? And I love Moses for that. Moses works with identity. You know, you need connections in high places. You need friends so that when there is trouble somewhere, and I know I might be a foreigner here in South Africa, but I have a country also where I come from, the Gold Zimbabwe. When you get me in my hometown, don't touch me. For I have friends in high places who can do you things that will shock you. So when you mess me up, I don't have to fix everything all the time. I can pick up a call and phone. And Moses wanted to know, what is the backup plan? In as much as I've met you here, we have agreed on the business plan and the strategy that are going to take people away. But if they ask me, where are you taking them to? And who has sent you? What am I going to say to them? And I love the reply. Classic. And for the first time, God introduces us to himself throughout the pages of the Bible, giving us his personal name. So what is your name? My name is Tulani Mkhize. That's not your name. That's what your mother called you. What's your name when you look in the mirror? Give me your name. If you cannot identify yourself as a son of God, created for a purpose and to fulfill a mission, and you only call yourself by nouns, which we find in this world, and by the way, some people have very horrible names that are not worth mentioning, and you cannot run around with such kind of a name. So what is your name? And I want glad to introduce to you that God has a name, and from this name we have all other names that we call God. For the names of God are not necessarily telling us who God is. They are descriptive names of his function. Jehovah Rohe, Jehovah Tzidkenu, Jehovah Makadesh, Jehovah Shalom, the Lord of Peace, Jehovah El Shaddai. But when you get to the Yahweh part, who shall I send? Send me. And God says, when they ask you, tell them that the I am has sent me. Now you hear that part there. He is the uncaused cause. The one who is without. the one who does not rely on anything to become, but what he is emanates to everything that is alive. God does not need a chair to suspend himself, neither does he need oxygen to breathe. He makes the oxygen. He does not need food to sustain him. He makes food happen. He does not need matter to occupy, for he creates matter himself. He does not need space to live in, for he creates the very space. And when God is introducing himself to Moses, he pushes beyond the physical, the mental, the metaphysical and cosmological spaces of psychology, of physics and chemistry, and places himself at a personal level. And he says, I am who I am. In other words, I am not because of, I am because I am. I live in the constant present. The past which you are coming from, I am. The future that you are going to, I am. The present that you are in, I am. Where I live, the sun don't come up, the sun don't go down. I am the light myself. I don't need a past tense and a future tense. I live in the perpetual participle, perpetual present tense. And in the presence of God where there are no shadows, in the presence of God where there are no times, God does not keep time, he makes time himself. And in this presence of timelessness, Moses is introduced to mission. I am who I am. Therefore go and function tomorrow, knowing that yesterday is with you. Knowing that tomorrow has already met in today. The agreements of today obliterate the past and open up the doors of the future. I am who I am. If you come here another 10, 15 years from now, you will still find me here. I am who I am. And by the way, go and collect them and bring them back here, and I'll give them my Torah. I'll give them my law. I will not change. Who shall I send has sent me. Tell them the I am has sent you. In your life also, please be sure you are not who you are unless God is who he is in your life. Find the great I am, and you might just find yourself.